Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to offer a channeling from Moses to the Blue Ray souls. And before I do that, I just wanted to talk about a few little spiritual experiences I had that might have led up to this channeling. And one was, it was about 2019. I got a kind of a message that one of the symbolisms of the many-headed beast in the Bible is all these systems that we have that have been corrupted. And that would be, the political system, the education system, the medical system, and it goes on. So I know that a lot of us are seeing that these systems are corrupted, but yet we're still having, especially around the holidays, to deal with family members that are still firmly anchored in these systems and support them and believe in them. And I myself have been having to deal with that too. Just over the past week especially. So in my frustration, I think that Moses wanted to come through, and I was meditating this morning and I saw him with all this blue energy swirling around him, and he again had like two worlds in his eyes and like spinning globes, and then he had a staff and a snake at the top of the staff, and then he had a blue hyacinth macaw that came to his shoulder. And a few years ago I also had a shamanic journey in which one of the archangels gave me a blue hyacinth macaw as well, and this was at the 7 sacred pools in Arizona in this journey, which I've never been to in person. I have been to Sedona, but not to that particular spot. So maybe some of this is explaining some of this symbolism a little bit and how we can deal with this split that's happening with those of us that are seeing through the corruption and those of us who are still anchored in the corruption, and how we can kind of navigate that a little bit. I think he's just kind of giving us a little pep talk. So I hope you enjoy. I am he whom you call Moses. I am ready to speak. I have had many incarnations, as you have had many incarnations. It is now time for the older souls of your planet to step forth with their gifts and knowledge and wisdom. Many of you are opening up to the remembrance of your eternal selves. You are practicing reconnecting with the higher realms. You are coming back into your divine powers. As we keep saying, nothing can stop the light that is entering your planet. Some will not be able to integrate this powerful light because they are simply not ready for it. But others are prepared and have been in preparation for this for years. As you feel into my frequency of love, you find yourself in tears, as it is in this bliss that is seeking you. Your guides and angels are seeking you. As you open your heart to us, we transmit our bliss and our love frequencies to you. As all of you rise in this frequency, the planet rises. Mother Earth is shedding the old, as you are shedding the old. This is the main meaning of the snake spirit animal and your Native American birth totem as a Scorpio. It is this process of death and rebirth that we often talk about. Shedding the old skin to reveal the new. I am often portrayed with the same totem, with the story of my staff as snake. The blue light you see surrounding you is the ray that you come from into this world as teacher as well as student. Waves of blue light heal you and light your path. The blue hyacinth macaw tarries beside you. He opens the path before you. The path is lined with golden bricks. And into this age you will go, equipped and strengthened by your open heart and determination to walk in truth and in the light of the Creator. Many will look to the Blue Ray souls as healers and wisdom keepers, and many will, unfortunately, reject you. This is their free will, and you are here to let them go and pay no mind to them. Move along the path as you feel called. Heed the inner voice of your deepest soul. There will be many around you who continue in the old trappings of earth. You who step out in exile from the old earth are moving into the new earth. You know who you are. You cannot force others to move into the new earth with you, but you can stand as a lighthouse and a beacon of light, calling to the lost ships at sea. Some ships will be guided to the light and others will not. Even when others reject the light you are emitting, it is important to allow them their free will and continue shining your light for those who may at some point start to see with new eyes. I stood alone many times as I tried to guide my people to prosperity along a difficult road. But you are in a new time, and it is up to you to ride high on your horses of freedom and pave the way for others to behold your sovereignty. We share the signature energy of the blue macaw in order to anchor peace and prosperity to earth. Let go of those who are not ready. They go to places that match their consciousness. They continue in ways that match their frequency. And this is okay. Take those who are seeking and ready under your beautiful blue wings as you spread your light to those around you. Prepare for the unruly departure of fallen beings who sought to steal your light and sovereignty. They are the shadow side of the snake, rearing their heads in darkness. They are flailing in their own mire of deceit, greed, and struggle to maintain the last vestiges of control. Stand fearlessly at the helm of your own ship and steer it to where your heart moves the rudder. As the old world burns in chaos, you can find your center in your connection to the God within you. Many of you are now connected to and hearing the voice of your higher spirit. This is the part of you that is even more deeply connected to the great I Am. You are part of the great spirit that moves through all creation, and thus you carry that power within you as you release any outside authorities and traps that would keep you beholden to anything outside of the God within you. And so it is. I am Moses, he who stood alone on Mount Nebo, he who walked the red desert, he who carried the staff and the snake, he who sees through the eyes of two worlds, the new earth and the old earth, as they make their way into a future of bliss or chaos. Each will choose. Amen and amen. Thank you, Moses. So I think he's talking about kind of the split here again, where, you know, people will choose new earth or also choose to remain in the trappings of the old earth. And we just need to let it go. If people don't resonate with us and our light and how we are moving into this new earth, we just need to let it go. And perhaps some people might change their mind at some point and see with new eyes. And then at the end there, he talks about being on Mount Nebo, but then he's talking about walking through the red desert. And I've talked about this before on my channel, that I think there's a possibility that he actually led his people to America, to the Promised Land. And because Mount Nebo doesn't really have a red desert, but there is a Moab where he's supposedly buried in Utah, where I live, where there is a red desert. So I found that very interesting. I'm not saying either way what's going on there, but I know there's another person that talks a lot about portals in Utah and Utah a lot, and her name is Jenny Lee. So I'd really like to get together with her at some point and talk about what the heck is going on with the energy in Utah. So if you are enjoying my content, please support me by pressing the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. I may make a Patreon at some point, as there are things that I'd like to talk about that I would probably get taken down from YouTube. So I may do that at some point. I'm still thinking about it. You can also check the links below if you'd like to check out my website and have a healing or your own channeling. And you can also check out our music. So that's at Bandcamp. You can just type in Paladine, P-A-L-O-D-I-N-E, to hear our music. Have a great week, and until next time, take care.